Good evening. Welcome to Meetings with Our Community.
This year, 2014, the Mexican community of New York City marked a difference in City Hall Council chambers, with the first Mexican-American elected to the City Council, Carlos Menchaca.
The joy I feel with you all, that you all feel, that we feel as a city, from El Grito in celebrating independence today, really marks an important moment for our city as we continue to define what it means to be Mexican, what it means to be Mexicano, Americano in the United States, in New York City. And today marks that special moment. And I know, speaking to a lot of you before out in the Rotunda, this is your first time here. And so I really want to say from the bottom of my heart, welcome, 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 welcome. Now, I want to first acknowledge and thank our incredible speaker, our portavoz, Melissa Margarito, for her incredible leadership, who also as a trailblazer in her own right, as the first Latina in the history for the City Council, but you'll hear from her soon about the kind of work that we're doing here in the City Council and why it's important that we continue to do the work that we're doing.
Before we proceed with this commemoration, and for those of you that are not Mexican or not familiar with the Grito, I want to explain what the Grito is, which led to the initiative of War of Independence and the construction of the modern and independent nation that Mexico is today. Every year, on the night of September 15, thousands of Mexicans congregate in the Zócalo, Mexico City's largest plaza, to hear the president ring the same bell that Hidalgo did in 1810 and recite the Grito de Dolores. This ceremony also takes place in town squares and plazas all over Mexico, as well as in Mexican embassies and consulates worldwide. El Grito represents the struggle for independence from Spain. It is the call that Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla, a Catholic priest in the village of Dolores, made for Indians, mestizos, and criollos to rise up against the native Spaniard authorities, initiating Mexico's War of Independence. At that time, a group of criollos, these are Mexican-born Spaniards, had been plotting to overthrow the authority of the Achupines, the Spaniards, who, because of their Spanish nativity, had legal and social priority over the criollos. When Joseph Bonaparte replaced King Ferdinand as the leader of Spain, the criollos recognized a prime opportunity for Mexican sovereignty. The movement quickly spread through Central and South American countries, and Mexico was the first country to be formally recognized by Spain in 1836. Today, Mexico is the largest Spanish-speaking country in the world. We are 117 million. Spain is 47 million, Colombia 47, Argentina 41, and 37.6 million Spanish-speaking in the United States. I want to invite everyone proud of our country and traditions to join me and commemorate the 204th anniversary of the independence of Mexico.
Achievements and contributions of New York's Mexican-American community, and there definitely is a lot to celebrate. Because in recent years, Mexican families have been coming to New York City in greater and greater numbers. In fact, within the last 20 years, the Mexican population in New York City has grown tremendously and is estimated to be about 350,000. Like countless generations of immigrants before them who came to this city in search of a better tomorrow for themselves and their families, they have brought their dreams and worked hard to make them a reality. And they have found new homes in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, in East Harlem, in Washington Heights, in Hunts Point in the Bronx, and throughout the 5 boroughs. I didn't realize Julissa had the largest Mexican population in Queens. In these neighborhoods, Aurora, Queens. Queens is represented. In these neighborhoods and elsewhere, Mexican New Yorkers have taken their place and built productive lives alongside immigrants from Asia, Latin America, the Caribbean, as well as native New Yorkers. Mexican Americans are now the largest group of Americans with a Hispanic heritage. And New Yorkers with a Mexican heritage are currently New York's third largest Hispanic group after Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. So Puerto Rican, Dominican, and here we are together. We're all one family.
204 years ago at midnight, on September 16, Father Miguel Hidalgo y Castilla uttered the Grito de Dolores, which began the war for independence from Spain. On that very early morning, Father Hidalgo called on the people of his parish to leave their homes and join with him in a rebellion against a system that did not work for the people. The bravery and the passion of the men and women of Mexico who struggled for independence is a story worth celebrating. Today I am honored to be surrounded by leaders from across the Mexican community here in our great city, and I am also proud to be hosting this wonderful celebration along with someone who has made history, someone who is a friend and a champion for social justice, Councilmember Carlos Menchaca. Viva Carlos Menchaca! I ask each of the leaders in this room that we continue to ensure that we are a government that continues to serve the diverse people of New York City. I ask that we celebrate Mexican independence. We remember that we have a duty to preserve the rights of all people, regardless of economic or immigration status. That we fight to protect these unaccompanied minors who have come to our shores, and that we keep them safe and that we keep them here. And together, let us work to ensure men, women, and children continue to have access to a home, to healthy food, to a quality education, and that they are safe from all bigotry and hate.
And I'm from the Mexican community leader, and I'm very proud to hear for the celebration of the Mexican date. This is very good, especially in this town. This is very place, the council for the Mexican community. And I say thank you for the Carlos Menchaca for this celebration. And God bless you, Mexico, and God bless you, America.
I'm very happy to be sharing this important moment for the Mexican community in New York. That is one of the fastest growing, and the community that has contributed to the city not only in the cultural field, economics, but very soon in the political arena.
I'm Michael Strahan, and I love New York. There's no place like it in the world. My favorite thing is the excitement of the outdoors, like rock climbing in the Catskills, rafting in the Adirondacks, surfing on Long Island, or getting your heart racing at Watkins Glen International. Come discover your favorite part of New York. Plan your summer vacation at iloveny.com. There's something for everyone.
The Mexican diaspora across the tri-state area celebrated the cry for independence.
Mexicanos, vivan los héroes que nos dieron patria y libertad. ¡Viva! ¡Viva Hidalgo! ¡Viva! ¡Viva Morelos! ¡Viva! ¡Viva José Ortiz de Domínguez! ¡Viva! ¡Viva Allende! ¡Viva! ¡Viva Aldama y Matamoros! ¡Viva! ¡Viva la independencia nacional! ¡Viva! Mexicanos, ¡viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva México!
But this is the legacy that we are going to leave to this country that accepted us as immigrants. I am very proud of being Mexican, And as I said before, my oldest daughter, I think, is the only Mexican principal in one public school.
The strides we have made as a community and the contributions we continue to make in the city are astounding. It is therefore no surprise that today we are one of the largest growing populations in the city, and we are eager to make an imprint, not only in the city, but in our neighborhoods, through small businesses, through our churches, through our schools and PTAs. This is something that we all know very deeply and experience as an elected official. The unity that we are showing here tonight, and I see so many cultures out here, and that's the unity that we are trying to grow. It's sending a clear message that the Mexican community is here in a big way, and that our contributions are essential to the diversity of the city, and that we will continue to advocate for the things that are important to our community. And this celebration means that we can showcase our Mexican leadership. We need to grow our Mexican leadership, our community engagement, and our talent that you're going to see later tonight.
I want to invite everyone proud of our country and traditions to join me and commemorate the 204th anniversary of the independence of Mexico.
Of a group called New Barrio in East Harlem, and I'm Mexican, and I'm very proud to be Mexican today, especially because it's the Mexican Independence Day. And I would like to share with all communities in New York City my enthusiasm for this moment. It's an emerging community. It's a very interesting experience to hear the celebration of what Mexicans do. We shout, it's called El Grito, we shout our independences, the yell to be free, the will to be free of a people. So it's great to be here, and I'm delighted to share this with all New York City.
Today, the Mexican Day Parade takes place on Madison Avenue in Manhattan. Started in 1994 on 24th Street in Astoria, Queens, between 38th and 39th Avenues. Its founder, Patricia Hernandez, along with her husband, Mariano Hernandez, members of the Mexican Civic Center of New York.
We're with the Mariachi Reyes from New York, and this is like the heritage of the Mexicans for the New Yorker culture. And we're here with our friends. What is your name?
My name is Alejandro.
Alejandro, Alex. And Alex is originally from Puebla, Mexico, and he wants to say for your channel. ¿Algo que quieras decir?
Gracias por invitarnos. Estamos a su servicio.
Thank you for inviting us. We're contributing to the culture with food, with the best mariachi, the Mariachi Reyes, and with the best restaurant.
Well, my name is Daniel Rosen, and I'm a manager here at Tacuba. I've been with Toloache and Tacuba and Julian Medina, who is, to me, the most amazing Mexican chef. I have just been learning about Mexican Independence Day for about the past 3 years. But one thing I've learned is that tradition is everything. And when I get to experience these holidays, whether it's Mexican Independence Day or Cinco de Mayo or something like that, it really warms my heart because, you know, being able to taste and be a part of Julian Medina's restaurants has meant the world to me. And I've had food from all over the world. But myself, my family, my wife, and everybody that has been enjoying Julian's food and enjoying Toloache and Tacuba restaurant, it makes me feel like part of the family. And I'm learning more and more and more about Mexico and about traditions, whether it's tequila or mezcal or food from Oaxaca or food from Mexico City. And I mean, that's it. I mean, it makes me feel great, and it makes me feel like I'm part of some family that I've never been a part of before.
Connection between Mexican food and Mexican ingredients with clientele here in Astoria and Queens and in New York. It's just it's very friendly because most of the Americans, they love Mexican food as well as they love fresh ingredients. So that's what my cooking is all about.
Try to maintain the tradition back in the Mexican. The hacienda derived from back in where our ancestors, they used to work in the farm and the way they cooked. So we're going back into the 60s, the 80s, and we bring into this new generation, which is still a delicious, healthy food. We try to maintain it all authentic, including the drinks. The meals are all like we have the tacos, tabasco, the quesadilla, and even the chips with salsa. The chips is really made from the corn that they used to use back in the days.
Many New Yorkers don't have access to a vehicle. So schlepping an old TV or computer to be recycled isn't easy. That's why the Department of Sanitation partnered with Electronic Recyclers International to create eCycle NYC. This free and convenient electronics recycling program is for residential buildings over 10 units. Learn more at nyc.gov/ecycle.
The 45th Annual African American Day Parade was held on Sunday, September 21st, 2014 in Harlem. Over 900,000 people lined Adam Clayton Power Boulevard from 111th Street to 142nd Street. It was the largest turnout the parade has had in 42 years. This year's theme, Working for Unity, Justice, and Economic Empowerment.
This parade, the African American Day Parade, is a parade that was started back in the 60s by the Association of Black Social Workers. A lot of people don't know that. And at that time, during the 60s, is when the Black Power movement was going on, the peace and love movement was going on, the Vietnam War, all this type of thing was happening in the country. So some of the social workers got together and they wanted to have a parade that would capitalize and express the diaspora, meaning the black people where they came from, whether it's Africa or the Caribbean or the United States. So they created this parade. Most of them are passed away now. It's only one living survivor now. He's probably close to 80 years old. But they really were all social workers. So what the interesting thing about the parade, they don't take any donations. Never took a donation. They don't take any sponsorship. They don't have any paid membership. You don't have to pay to come in. So it's no money involved. And people ask, well, how is that? Well, it's based strictly on community service and volunteers. So everybody comes, you know why they come is everybody that you see here, they bought their own floats, they pay their own way to get here, nobody's got paid. We did security today, brought out a security team, we didn't get paid, didn't ask for any pay, we did it as a service to the parade because the parade is something that is a reflection of the community.
message you have for the community? Jobs, jobs, and more jobs.
Tag.
Our message to the community is to do for self, love self, respect and protect the black woman, uplift her, honor her man, honor our family, and let's take this community and make it our own, and let's stop the killing of one another and learn to increase the love. Assalamu alaikum. Minister Farrakhan loves you.
Many New Yorkers don't have access to a vehicle, so schlepping an old TV or computer to be recycled isn't easy. That's why the Department of Sanitation partnered with Electronic Recyclers International to create eCycle NYC. This free and convenient electronics recycling program is for residential buildings over 10 units. Learn more at nyc.gov/ecycle.
We're trying to make sure that everybody has equal pay for equal respect and equal for the community, for everybody, and everybody to be united. Everybody, no matter what color or race you are. We build New York.
It's a lot of fans, it's a lot of people on the side, they cheer you on, so it's a lovely experience for any child to see. So I love the parade. It could be a little bit longer, but I'm not going to complain.
The parade included the widest cross-section of black organizations in America, which came from across 12 different states. The parade provides an opportunity for blacks to join together on a special day and highlight our history and salute African people throughout America and the world for their outstanding achievements.
It's great to be on this magnificent day celebrating this magnificent event with these magnificent people.
just want the community to know how committed we are to working with them, working closely with them, and building trust in the community so we can work together to provide safety and security for all. Thank you.
It's not campaigning against gun violence. Yes, let's save a life out here. Let's save a life out here. That's what we...
Keep going forward, because too many of us have paid the price. Move forward, stay positive, move on.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Meetings with Our Community. We hope that you have enjoyed our show, and we hope to see you next week.